What's up, guys? So, I think a couple of days ago, I basically won that challenge of like the strategic challenge of Lava Hound in a pretty smooth way, like 5 wins and 0 losses. And so, I kind of want to share a bit of my thought process, just in case or just because I kind of have fun with sharing a couple of things, and also I get to practice a little bit of my English. It was a little bit of time ago, but I'm still able to show you at least this match against Yusufo. I played with Lava at the time. It didn't have too much counter into the Lava. He had like Electro Wizard with Zap, which can kill the minions of the Lava pups. However, in my case, I also don't have too much of an answer into the balloon. I have like the Skeleton Dragons and the Rare Delivery, but that's really about it. And we can play Lightning on top of the Skeleton Dragons, and then I wouldn't have much to defend the balloon. So here's a match that went all the way, and is something that it was a match that doesn't really normally happen for me to like to be like 2-all with the remaining King Tower left. In my case and in the opponent as well. So let's start with it. I'm gonna go with my logic. So here, yeah, pretty standard, I guess. I'll go for the Dark Prince. Here, I considered taking the Elixir Golem. However, if I have the Elixir Golem, I wouldn't be able to play it as much in single Elixir, because if he has a strong defense, like some Bomb Tower or whatever, he can easily get the damage there, and I'll be taking some risks for me to have a really supportive card to the Golem, like the healer, the battle healer, and so in this case, I really do prefer to take at least some win condition to guarantee myself a win condition in which I'm able to play it either in single, in double, or in triple Elixir, Because in single Elixir, if you defend the Golem correctly, you can get a lot of Elixir from it, even if you suffer a bit of damage, and then you can deal even more damage to the opponent if it goes well, So yeah, each one of them has its own risks in single Elixir. Obviously, if you play Lava, it costs like 7 Elixir, I can get easily countered on the other side of when I play the Lava. So here, Royal Delivery, I think it gets you a lot more than the Zap, at least in terms of damage, in terms of area, and the area is bigger, and for 1 plus Elixir compared to the Zap, I think it's worth it. And here, I went for the Skeleton Dragons just because I know for sure like you'll have Golem, So the E-Wizard, it's not as good. Well, I still have the Dark Prince to counter the E-Golem. That's something that I should have also paid attention to it. Maybe I did. Letting my opponent have the E-Golem, I still get to have some pretty nice counter with the Dark Prince, And the Skeleton Dragons are just a little buzz to defend the Golem. Plus, they are skeletons that fly, right? So it gets to be a little bit more of a supportive unit to the lava hunt as well. They give damage in area, which I like, and considering the situation, I think it's more preferable. So here, maybe starting with the Dark Prince. Possibly, yeah. Then we shall see what he has. I have the right delivery because I want to play it, or maybe I just not defending it at all. It's okay. Just let him deal a little bit of damage. Now he plays it well because he knows that I do not have the Dark Prince, so that's well played. He makes me to rotate it, my deck towards the Cavalier, then I can try to counter or to defend in one side. Since he played like the Electro Magician to defend the lava, I don't know, I could have played the Skeleton Dragons in the offensive to give a support to the lava, but on this side I decided to defend my left tower, and I think it's going to play lightning, but I still am able to play the Hog and the Dark Prince if I wanted as a counter. He misses it. Still, that will be a little bit of damage. He's zapped, and maybe could have gone for a Royal Ghost instead of the zap, and possibly just suffer a bit of damage from the Skeleton Dragons. Either way. So I don't know. So in this case, I think he'll attack me with the balloon. Look, and in this case, even if I gave him the lava, you would have a really serious combo with lava and balloon, you know. So kind of lucky, I guess. Well, I played the right delivery and the Zappies, but I could have played the Fireball. I just thought that right delivery would have been enough. And yeah, that was just a lesson for me. I'm not used to the right delivery, so hey, a guy learns, you know. Either way, I didn't took that second hit, which was a massive bonus. Here, I might consider just saving the Fireball, and so I want Fireball, that Magician. Either way, you'll have to defend it, otherwise the Lava Pups can kill most of it. I decided to counter either way. I'm also trying for him to defend on that side, because if he counterattacks that side, you'll counterattack towards the tower that has the most health, and like that I get to put some pressure on his main tower. So if any case, I also have, if he gets the two towers down, I get a little what do you say it, a little damage on the king tower, right? But yeah, here I just let him take one side. He played that poorly. I could have played that better either way. That right delivery could have been really much better played. And here I'm just focusing on the on the right tower to get it as quickly as possible. Another lava, and yeah, I think he gets it. Yeah, he gets both towers, but I'm really into it, and you know, the E golem, if it doesn't have a proper defense, this guy, I guess he didn't play as bad because I guess he didn't have like a proper defense, so he used the E golem as a bait so that he could then defend most of the cards with his magician, with his goblins, and all of the rest of the units. But you're still giving more elixir to me, So I guess that it was a bet that turned out to be really, really good to me, And yeah, there you go. There's a win. So this doesn't happen to me quite frequently, and that's just a game that I wanted to share. I could share just one more, but there's really nothing major. I just went into it. I'm not even going to share much of him. Just fast forward. I'm even going to put on 4. Just let me watch it because it was just ridiculous. It was just me counterattacking and yeah, I just didn't really have much going on in this match, and he really just gave up when he saw my bowler. So that first match, I think it was like pretty and decent for the standards, and the rest, maybe this was kinda equilibrated. I think it was still a very end, even though it doesn't have too much trophies. It can be like a secondary account. But yeah, overall, this was the match that got me the most attention. And so, yeah, think about what you have at the moment, so that you can plan how you can counter your opponent, what you can do, Like in that case, if I really had picked the Dark Prince, so it might as well just deliver the Elixir Golem to my opponent, since I'm gonna have the Dark Prince to counter it, And so yeah, it's those kind of decisions that can, in my opinion, help a person, and I definitely enjoyed that match, and I found that game very interesting, So yeah, also the name of the guy is quite funny, guys. Sure. Well, I hope that you guys are having an amazing day and an amazing week. I hope you are all healthy, and I hope you guys are not struggling with life. I'll see you next time. Take care and peace.
It's all of 50 years, and now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21 feels like I'm 50, and now